Thank you for joining me on this episode of Highway Spec. Today, we're going to do a max spec build on the new Lexus TX. Now, of course, we are anxiously awaiting for the new GX to show up on the configurator, the twin to the new Toyota Land Cruiser. However, right now, our only option is the TX, which was announced at the same time, which is basically a gussied up Toyota Grand Highlander. But this vehicle is much improved over the old Lexus RXL in that it's a true 3-row vehicle and has seating for up to 8 people. But we're not going to do any build because the Toyota Grand Highlander is already fairly luxurious. Obviously, the Lexus takes it another step above that, but they take it up quite a bit in terms of price. So we're going to do a max spec build, checking all the options, seeing how expensive we can get the new TX. And as you can see here on the screen, starting at $55,050, which is not bad. However, once we step up to the TX 500H F Sport Performance model, that starts at $69,350. All right, that F Sport Performance model does get you what Toyota calls the Hybrid Max motor, offering up to 366 horsepower. Standard TX models get the standard 2.4 liter turbocharged motor without the hybrid assist, making 275 horsepower. And as you can see the different trim levels here, the TX 350 Premium in all-wheel drive starts at $60,000, whereas the TX 500 F Sport Premium starts at $69,000. So basically comparing apples to apples, you're paying about $9,000 for this hybrid motor. But we can take it a step further with the luxury model, which gives us a perforated leather trimmed interior, F Sport heated steering wheel, and the Mark Levinson 21 speaker surround sound system. Only available in all-wheel drive. We're going to go ahead and select it. And right now we're starting out at $72,650. I believe all the colors are going to be no cost options. So we're going to go ahead and click those real quick. And yes, so looks like all of them are going to be no cost. But we're going to go with caviar because that grille looks a lot better being blacked out rather than being bright and in your face like on the wind chill pearl color. Getting into the interior, we just have two options. You've got the birch leather or you've got a black leather option. Me personally, I would go with the birch leather option just to give it a little bit of a different look and have some contrast in the interior. Going to the packages, here we go. Let's start adding some dollars to this build. You've got the cold area package, which is a windshield wiper de-icer. Next up, the technology package, which adds the panoramic 360 camera, advanced park with a remote park, digital rear view mirror, and a heads-up display for $23.80. So go ahead and add that. Looks like it's going to have us add the convenience package as well, which gives you a digital key and front cross traffic alert and traffic jam assist. So that adds $32.75 to our build, already looking at $76,025, which is not cheap. All right, we already had to add that convenience package. Now we can add the 120 volt 1500 watt power AC outlet, which is pretty sizable. Most 12 volt outlets that you see in vehicles outside of some of the bigger hybrid or electric vehicles only give you about 400 watts. That does add $560. Next up, we've got the accessories, and we're going to add as many of them as we can to see just how expensive we can get this. We're going to add the all-weather floor mats and cargo mat, cargo net. Now, some of these things I'm not going to add like a cargo tote because that really doesn't go anywhere in the vehicle necessarily. We're going to add the dash cam, the illuminated cargo door sills, the illuminated cargo sills, and then the illuminated door sills. Not going to add the Lexus quick charge cables. However, the rear hatch cargo lamps are actually really nice to be able to have that area lit up a little bit better. $399 for that one, and the side puddle lamp for $175. Now, this activity mount is basically your tow hitch without any of the wiring. So if you're just planning to put a bike rack on the back or something, that's what it would be used for. However, we're going to make sure to add the tow wiring just in case. Adding the door edge guards and the mud guards. Now, I do like that a lot of dealers are adding the paint protection film, and for not that much money, $450, and the roof rack crossbars. And here we go. Here's the actual tow hitch receiver that will allow you to actually tow with the vehicle. $1,390. Not a terrible deal. All right, the rest of the accessories on there are things you can pick up at REI, but whatever Lexus is offering them. I was so distracted by clicking the buttons, I didn't realize we'd crossed over $80,000, and here it is. $81,388 is what it takes to get you a fully loaded Lexus TX 500H F Sport Performance luxury model, that is a long name, and that is a big price tag to go with it as well. Obviously, this is throwing everything at it. However, this is a lot of money for a 3-row crossover that doesn't have a Mercedes badge on the front of it. What do you think of the Lexus TX 500h F Sport performance? What did you think of my build? How would you do it differently? And if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will catch you on the next one.